All right, boys, girls, we're back with another video. I'm consistent with it. I told y'all I'm gonna be consistent. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. But this video is gonna be a little more on the personal end. And, I think we can show the whole entrepreneurship journey. It's cool to talk about business, but I'd rather become more in tune with who I am, the journey, embrace it, and become more in tune with, the people that's watching me. So I'm not gonna always just talk business, I will most of the time, but some of the time I wanna talk personal. Maybe this video could change or help someone else, or maybe I watch your video and it helps me. I don't know. Just the world's not always about money. It's about serving your purpose and giving back, showing who you genuinely is. And that's my purpose, is to help others find theirs. So this video is gonna be a little bit personal, and that is growing up without a dad, growing up without a father. And this could potentially relate to a lot of people that grew up, with a single parent. So it's not just strictly a father, but a single parent too. And if there's anything, of course, let me track back. If there's anything I can take, away from not having a father in my life, it's that, I don't know, man. It's not anything I can take away from it, actually. But I will say, the whole thing about, my dad, I've known my dad. I know who he is. He was in my life when I was younger, probably until I was, 6 years old, 7 years old. And then after that, he was gone. And over the years, when you're young, you don't really think too much about it. You don't care too much about it, because it's you just see your mom all the time, and it's okay, maybe the dad's at work, but I wouldn't even say it took a toll on me. It took a toll mentally, where it's okay, once I started to get older and I realized yo, how the hell is my mom, why is my mom raising 3 boys on her own, driving back and forth from Dayton, Ohio to, where we were living at the time, Columbus, and why is she working 2 jobs? Why is she caring for 3 boys? Why is some nights she's not eating? Why is she stressing? Why is she crying? And I started to realize, I'm okay, shit, where is this dude? Where's the dude that gave birth to me, And, to all the single parents, kids out there that got single parents or didn't grow up with a dad, the feeling of watching a parent struggle. And maybe your parents didn't struggle, if they were a single parent, Everyone grows up differently. I didn't grow up having everything, so that's just what my circumstances and my situation was. But, at a young age, seeing my mom, play both roles, it was tough, because it almost forced me to want to grow up a lot faster, to want to start making money so I could put everything aside and make sure she has a better life, so she didn't have to do that anymore. And when I started working my first job at 14. She got us a job at near her work, and me and my twin brother, we were bussers. So we were making about $4 an hour, and we had tips. And every time at the end of the night, we would cash out $30, $40 tips, and we felt like we were on the top of the world. And I would always try to give, here, something back, something, give her something. And that's just what I've always done as a young kid, always want to give back to my mom, because I didn't have my dad in my life. I talked to my dad, bits and pieces, as I got older recently, probably once or twice, but before that, I hadn't seen him in 10, 12, 13 years. And like I said, at a young age, when it just kind of forced me to want to grow up and give back to my mom, it's I made a promise and a dream to myself. My number one thing when I started making money, I didn't know how I was going to do it. Now that I have a clear path of how I'm going to do it, because I'm in the online entrepreneur space. But when I was younger, I'm one of the things I will do is retire my mom, make sure she would never ever have to work again, ever, a day in her life. And I'm not there yet. I will be there soon. I'm only 21. I have time. I wouldn't say I didn't even have time. I don't have time, actually. I'm on it. I'm making it happen as soon as I can. But that has always been something on my list, my dream, my vision, retire her. That's it. I seen that woman put in far too much work than a woman should. And at a young age, it's damn, you raised 3 boys on your own. 3 little bad boys. We're not bad, very respectful, man. 3 bad boys, 3 boys on her own. And it was just damn, that's why I never had that quit in me. Given the fact that a lot of the business shit I went through, and the failures and long nights, sacrifices, being depressed, I never quit through any of that shit, because 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old, teenage-year-old me, seeing what that woman went through to get me to where I am today. Currently, I'm out in Utah. See if I can flip the camera. I'm in Utah right now, skiing with one of my boys, and I flew out here. He told me come out. Back then, I was not able to do shit like this, bro. So it's a blessing to be able to, be able to do shit like this. Younger me, not even say younger me, couldn't even imagine any of this, but it was wow. I thank God every single day for this shit. So, where was I at? Yeah, like I said, watching that just made me think bro, there ain't no reason you should ever quit. But where am I getting at right now? I kind of had a brain fart. At the end of the day, bro, it's just like when you see your parents struggle, that's like one of your biggest drives, you know, wanting to retire your mom or your parents or anything like that. But I wouldn't say it hurt me in a way because I had my stepdad come into my life. And of course, my stepdad, they're not together, of course, anymore because something happened there. But he came into my life when I was like 14 and he was there from then to now. Of course, I still talk to him here and there. And he was in our life for about 6 years. So, and he was an entrepreneur as well. So that was pretty cool seeing someone else come into my life. And it was kind of hard to throw that title on him like dad. But as we got older and as we grew and he was there to support my mom and shit like that, I started to like, okay, this dad thing is like cool because it's like, okay, there's someone else there. Like, it's kind of like the weight is released off my mom's shoulder. And that was kind of cool to see. But, you know, since he's not in our life anymore, my mom has a lot more stability, of course. I make money now. I'm able to give back to her, take care of things, which is like all I've always wanted as just a man, bro, is to be able to take care of my mom and my boy and my brothers. And, you know, he's not in the picture anymore, which is unfortunate, but still love him to death. But it's like, it keeps me very grounded and very thankful for where I come from because experiencing it at a young age and starting to realize it at a young age, it's a lot to take in. You know, especially when you see another man come into your life that you consider a stepdad. Things don't go right, you know, with the relationship with your parents, and it's just like, damn, you hate to see it because it's something that you always thought would, you know, last long. And that's another thing that I've taken away from that. It's like, not everything is what it seems, and not everything will last forever, and that's just life, and I've been able to accept that. So, you know, to any of the people that are out there that have the single parents that went through the shit that I've experienced, or even worse, like, use that for fuel. Use that to jumpstart your journey to whatever you want to do. Have a goal, be focused, have a vision, have a purpose of what you want in this world. Because without a goal, without a vision, what's the point? What's the point of getting up every single day if you don't have anything you're chasing or you're wanting? Want better for yourself, your family. Maybe your family don't need it. I don't know. I don't know your circumstances. I want to speak on your circumstances, but just, you gotta want it. You gotta have a purpose in what you're doing. Like, you have to, like, what's a man without a purpose? What's a woman without a purpose? Nothing. Like, don't just go through the motions of life. I got so caught up in doing that for the longest, and I had to realize, like, I need to figure out what is my purpose and why am I here? Because we all have a reason why we're here. So yeah, I take nothing but everything that I've went through in my life, all the negative shit, I look at it in a positive way. I love it. I'm glad I didn't have a dad growing up. Shit, I guess you could say that. I mean, maybe it was meant to be. I don't know. But God always has something in store for us. So I know deep down inside there was a reason behind all that. And I don't care. He has like 22 kids now. Yeah, and like 7 sets of twins. He's balling. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. But I'm grateful for what I have. And hope he's doing well. That's fine. I don't know. But yeah, that was a little personal story. I hope you guys enjoy that. A little sad. No, I'm just kidding. Hope you guys enjoy that. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be mixing personal, business, everything. I just want this to be me and you talking like a call. Because you might be going through something, bro. You might, and it sucks, and embrace this shit though. Like, we're young, we're all young. Whoever's watching this, I assume that you're young. You gotta believe, you gotta see through all that shit, because life is not always what it seems. Shit is not always what it seems. But what you can do is enjoy it all. So, thank you for watching. We come back for the next video, and yeah.